Hey, lovely people, welcome back to Work It Wednesday inside the LinkedIn Strategy Lab. So far this month, we've looked at your starting point and your headline. We've also looked at turning your about section into a mini sales page. This week, we're moving into the question so many of you wrote about in your intake forms. What content works well on LinkedIn? What is it I should be posting? If that was you, you're going to want to lock into this episode of Work It Wednesday. Content is not beyond you. It just means that no one has shown you how to simply turn what you already know into LinkedIn content. So after going through this content, and if you have access to the workbooks and the other assets, you'll be able to post confidently and never say, I don't know what to post again. Most of us freeze when it comes to content on LinkedIn. We often think that we need to be super clever or deeply inspirational, or it needs to be a massive thought leadership moment. And then on top of that, many of you told me that you're introverts or you get drained just scrolling the feed. So here's the reframe I want you to hold on to. LinkedIn posts are just you talking to your ideal client in public. Think about that. It's you having a conversation and other people are like flies on the wall just listening to that conversation, which is great from your perspective because really you're getting to market and share what you do at scale. That conversation is simply you leaning into the problems, the aspirations, the things that your ideal client are interested in, and how you can help with resolving or achieving that particular goal. So you don't need to create this highfalutin content all the time. You just need to answer the things that they're already thinking and feeling. To keep it really simple, I want you to think about your content in 3 buckets. The first bucket is called the people bucket, right? And this is the things that your ideal client is experiencing. So the person, the human. The second bucket is process. This is all around how you think about the problem, how you help, what frameworks, what strategies you use to achieve the transformation that you're promising. The third bucket is the proof. These are your stories, your case studies, your examples, the results, right, that you can show that what you do works. You've got the receipts to back up the claims that you're making. If you touch on those 3 areas consistently, you will never run out of things to say on LinkedIn. Now, I break this concept down even further inside the premium and VIP tier, so hop in if you want more of the tea. But in essence, the goal of our content is to make people think something, feel something, do something. We want our content to be activating, and we can achieve that when we speak to the person, when we share and show how we get the results, and we also have some credibility markers. No one likes to be the first to purchase something, to do something. So we want to have examples of people who have used your service and got results. So your Work It Wednesday task is really going to set you up to show up on LinkedIn. We're not trying to build a 90-day content calendar. Well, not today anyway. We're just creating a tiny idea bank that you can pull from. Your task this week is to brain dump 9 ideas using the 3 buckets that I spoke about. So people, process, proof. Grab your notebook or your app and write down 3 ideas for each of those buckets. So for people, for example, finish the sentence. My ideal client is so tired of. What ideas come to mind? Get down as many of those as you can. For the process bucket, answer this prompt. Here's the simple way I explain blank to my clients. Fill in that blank with your topic, right? So that will give you loads of ideas that you can get down when it comes to your process. All right, the third and final bucket is the proof bucket. So finish this sentence. A small win that made me smile this week was. Get down all of the ideas, all of the wins, all of the successes for yourself, for your clients. All of these things you can hoover up and utilize as content. Don't use client names if you don't have permission. Keep it anonymous and respectful. And obviously, it has to be truthful, but you can utilize all of your wins as opportunities to sell without selling. So by the end of this process, you'll have 9 seed ideas. That's more than 2 months of weekly posts if you're only posting once a week. All right, loves. So when you've done your brain dump, come back to this Work It Wednesday thread and share one of these topics. Let us know one people idea or one process idea or a proof idea. This isn't about you having it all together, but what you're wanting to do is to prove to yourself that you are not out of ideas. You just need a structure. Premium and VIP members, you'll find a content starter map in the classroom. It contains plug and play prompts and also a simple weekly planner so you can turn your ideas into actual posts. I'm looking forward to seeing your comments. Let me know as well how you're finding these starter strategies to get you up and running with LinkedIn. I look forward to seeing you in the comments and really just encouraging you to keep putting one foot in front of the other with LinkedIn so that you can start to see the results on the other side of your efforts.